Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Mike from Chili Pepper Madness. That's chilipeppermadness.com. Today we're cooking with the Fatali pepper. And the Fatali chili pepper is a pretty spicy pepper. It's right up around the level of a habanero, maybe a little bit lower than a habanero, ranging between like 125 to 325,000 Scoville heat units. And that's pretty darn hot. A lot of people probably think these are hotter than a habanero because they differ in the fact that they're a bit more of a biting heat. I would equate it to almost like a scorpion pepper, where the scorpions, they stab your tongue and they just grab right onto you and you get an instant burn. Whereas the habanero peppers, you'll get much more slower heat, that kind of slow build that brings you up to a crescendo, which I love. But these are really good too if you want a good punch with your peppers. They're they have a very good flavor, but that citrusy kind of fruity type flavor. These almost had a little bit of bitter notes to it. I think it's because of the biting heat. But I also want to shout out to my friend Jim Duffy over at superhotchilies.com. He sent me these peppers to do some cooking with. Appreciate it, Jim. If you guys are looking for some chili peppers to purchase, plants and seeds, shoot on over to Jim's place, superhotchilies.com, and he'll hook you up. So today what I want to do actually is I want to take advantage of that biting heat. I actually kind of want to tamp that down a little bit, but I want to take advantage of the flavors and make a sweet sauce. I love making homemade hot sauces, and to me, sweet and heat go together great. Last week I actually made a Chololo mango hot sauce, and I made a bunch of these, and this is my only one left. So for me, I got to restock my fridge with some of these sweeter sauces that are nice and hot for me. So I'm actually going to do a Fatali pineapple-mango sauce, and I'm going to sweeten it up with just a little bit of extra sugar, about a tablespoon of sugar. And with this type of sauce, you can add all kinds of different ingredients depending on what your flavor profile is and what you're looking for. So you can add like gingers and other types of herbs, but I like to add just a little bit of a chopped cilantro, because I love the flavor of cilantro and how it kind of works with the sweetness and the peppers. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to make this super simple recipe. There are ways to vary it up, but it's a basic hot sauce recipe, and you're going to get something for your fridge homemade. So, all right, let's check it out. Here's a close-up of the Fatali peppers, and you can kind of see the overall size. The skins are just a tiny bit bumpy, but mostly smooth. They're a pretty wrinkly pepper, a thin walled. I got one cut open here, and you can see the insides. And like any pepper, if you scoop out the innards, you'll reduce some of the heat. You can't really smell it, but it does have that citrusy smell, and they do smell hot. You can often smell that. Whoa! But yeah, these are really good, real flavorful, very thin-walled pepper. So if you try to roast them, you have to do it only a little bit. And but with these guys, a little bit will go a long way with the heat. So all right, let's make some sauce. All right, real quick on the ingredients, guys. Like, here's my Chololo mango sauce. So it'll probably come out similar to this, but with different flavors, which is great. I have about a little over a quarter cup, maybe closer to a half a cup of some chopped cilantro. I've got a tablespoon of sugar, a little salt. I'm just going to sprinkle some in there. For my Fatalis, I'm going to use 3 of them, and I'm going to chop them up. I'll leave most of the innards inside because I like mine extra hot, but you can trim that out if you want to keep it not quite as hot. Got myself 1 mango. I've got a cup of apple cider vinegar. Got a pineapple here. I'm going to get that split open. I'm only going to use maybe 2 cups of the pineapple. And then I've got a cup of water. So with water, it really depends on the consistency that you're looking for. So I'll only use half of this, and then I'll kind of pour some in to thin it out as I need to. And we're going to blend it up, cook it, and strain it, and then there we go. All right, guys, keeping it real simple here. Got everything nice and chopped up. It's all just going to go right into the blender. We're going to blend it up. So here I've got 3 Fatali peppers. They're coarsely chopped. You don't got to go crazy with cutting. Just let the blender do its thing. Food processor. Got my cilantro, which is almost a half cup. Got my sugar. And you can add more if you want. It'll make it sweeter, or omit it if you need to. Just a little dash of salt. Got my mango, came out to, good solid cup and a half there. And my pineapple here, a couple of these guys. I went kind of a ratio of 2 to 1, 2 pineapple to 1 mango size. So got my vinegar and the water. I'm just going to add half right now. See how it comes out. Let's get this baby blended up. Into the pot we go. Kind of soupy. We're just going to bring it to a boil and then reduce heat and let it cook for about 10 minutes. Alright guys, here's the finished product. All I did was I blended it just a little bit more in my food processor, and that's it. I mean, I could have strained it a little bit if I wanted, but the consistency is very nice. You can see it right here. It's you know, just a typical kind of a hot sauce, homemade. So let's give it a taste. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much the basics of making this type of hot sauce. Not real complicated. Just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of cutting, and a blender. So it's pretty easy to do. I like to make these and just have them on hand. Like I said, just some homemade sauces. They go great with almost anything, especially the sweet ones. You know, they're good for like chickens and fish. We eat a lot of chicken and fish here, so it's great for me. See the consistency. It's pretty thin, but you can keep it thick if you don't have to process it as much as I did. So let me give it a quick taste. I let it cool slightly here. Oh yeah, yeah, it's very good. If you you know, pop into one of these bottles like I did with my Cholula mango sauce, just let it sit in the fridge overnight, you know, a couple days, and the flavors will get, you know, nice and melded. That way it'll be smooth and just. But this has a good heat. I felt it right on the back of my throat, but it's not a killer heat. Which is, you know, good for the Fatali. And like I said, it'll bite you if you just take a bite of a Fatali, but we tempered it with some sugars here. So, hey, give it a try. I hope you guys like it. This is my Fatali Pineapple Mango Hot Sauce. Shout out again to Jim Duffy over at superhotchilies.com for sending me these peppers. Jim, I appreciate it, man. And again, this is Mike from Chili Pepper Madness, and that is chilipeppermadness.com. I hope you'll stop by the website or hit me up on Facebook, and let's talk about chili peppers. I love to cook. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.